class. All right. Welcome to this morning's class. It's going to be 1 hour of Yin Yoga, then 15 minutes of some transcendental meditation. So I'd like you to take a seated posture. It might be that you can cross your legs comfortably with your feet underneath the knees, right leg in front of left leg, or you might go a little bit deeper. You might take the foot up between the calf and the thigh, or you might also bring the foot, the outer edge of your foot, to the corner crease of your thigh and your hip, which is half a lotus. Do what you can do comfortably, because we're going to be here about 5 minutes. If this is all fine and yet you still have some sort of a leaning forward kind of a posture, what I suggest is roll up that blanket or a cushion, place it under your butt, elevate your hips off the ground, and it's just easy forward. The next thing I want you to do is join the index fingers digits to the thumbs and place your palms facing down. On your lap or on your knees, palms facing down. And then push down through your sit bones or your base to lengthen your spine, broaden your collarbones, and bring your chin slightly towards you so the back of the neck lengthens. And then we'll just close our eyes gently. And we're going to be here for 5 minutes, breathing naturally. Softening on the inside. So, in honor of Mother's Day today, I'd like to remind us that the feminine energy is within all of us. The carer, the nurturer, the doer, the creative energy is in all of us, male or female. There's so many dynamic meanings to what a mother can be. So in honor of that, I'd like us to practice with the intention of softening inside and resting that energy that could be doing a lot of the times. I'm just going to drop into more and more stillness through the practice to create a bit of balance from being the doer to being the receiver. Receptivity. So your breath is natural and you're in your seated meditative posture. Our palms are down because that is closing off the energy from leaking out. You're joining your index fingers digits to the thumb, which is a mudra, an energy conservation gesture. Your legs are crossed. Again, that is also diverting the energy of your body to a certain way that keeps it within you, that keeps your energy with yourself. This posture is almost, generate positive, nurturing energy from within. As we use this posture to meditate, and this is why we sit in this posture. So actually yoking the energy from within, and it's happening naturally. As we reach the last 2 minutes of this posture, I'd like to invite you to scan your body from head to toes and soften place by place. So we'll start with the head. Soften the scalp, facial muscles, the jaw, shoulders, the arms, chest, abdomen, hips, legs, and feet. Now please release the hand mudra, so release the index from the thumb, bring your hands together in prayer position, and let us chant an Om mantra together to open the class. And if you're not wanting to chant Om, you can also just say the sound M, like that. What that does, it stimulates your thymus gland. It stimulates your vocal, there's the nerve plexus in our throat as well, and all the nerve plexuses in our body to balance out the central line of energy. So we'll do that with that intention. Chant an Om with that reverberation of the letter M a lot longer. Okay, so inhale, Om. And now bow your forehead to the fingertips gently, and then open your eyes. We'll break out of that pose, the cross-legged pose, and what we'll get into is the first posture of our class. And I suggest you place your blanket on your left side. Your right foot will come up in line with your right knee, and your right knee is in line with your right hip. You're sitting on your right butt. And then you're going to stretch out your left leg, only if you need the blanket there. I'm just suggesting it so you're not on a hard, cold floor with your knee and your foot. Really like support. So then you place your left knee in line with your left knee, and the foot, the inner edge of the foot is on the ground. Hopefully you can see. So from here, we've got two options. One is, if you're comfortable, lean back. And I need your sit bones to stay down. So sit bones could go downwards. Your hands can be facing forward or they can be facing backwards. Fingers can be facing forwards or facing backwards. Okay, so this is going to help us open up the pelvis. If you're all okay with this version, it's great. Leaning back, you can close your eyes. We're going to be here for about 3-4 minutes. So I need you to actually go, we'll use the first 15-20 seconds to fix our posture. So I need you to go to a place where you can actually feel the stretch through the front of the hips as well as the side of the butt. I myself can feel it around the whole hip girdle here, the whole hip. So I need you to find your edge, and I need you to maybe lean back or spread the knee out a bit wider to the side. See what works for you, and then you need to get your butt forward so you feel that stretch through the left side hip. Can you raise a hand if you've accessed it? Excellent. And Seneca, you've accessed it? That's good. Yes, great. Let's go into it and close our eyes and we lean back onto our hands. Hands, fingers can be facing back or forward. Spread the hands out wide. Let them support you. So your hands can be wide to support you. Close your eyes and let's settle into it. 3 principles of Yin Yoga as just a gentle reminder is number one is find your edge and stay. Number 2 is resolve to remain still. And number 3 is stay for as long as you can. So try not to fidget or move. The edge comes and you feel deeper and deeper in the pose. And one of the techniques to stay still and be in that edge is to breathe calmly, deeply. Two more minutes. Now we're slowly going to walk our hands forward, lean to the right, and pick up our left leg and stretch it forward. Just do it slowly, and then maybe give the legs a bit of a windscreen wide, moving the feet side to side, loosening up from the hips down. So from there, we'll change sides. We'll change sides. I'm just going to flip it over to the other side. Left heel, left knee, left hip in one way, and then right knee, right hip, right foot. Inner edge of the foot faces the ground. And then lift your butt and just make sure the sit bones and the buttocks are going downwards rather than backwards. So then you've got the nice angle to open up the front of the right hip. And believe me, if this is the first time you've done this posture or this kind of a movement and stayed in it, it won't feel like you're opening the front of the hip. It'll probably feel like you're opening the sides. So, but you are using muscles, you are opening up the muscles that are from the front. So we'll lean back. You can place your fingers facing forward or backwards. Make any of those last minute adjustments that you need. And then we settle into it. Position your hands in such a way that they support you. And you can move them when you need to. To get into it a bit deeper, you can just keep leaning into the hip. Just let the weight drop. Without moving, just let your hips drop downwards. Now let's walk our hands forward and pick up your right leg and stretch it forward. Just been screen wide. You move the feet side to side. Relax that hip. Nice. Okay, so from here, we'll take our legs as wide as our edges of the mat, but just a little bit inside. So maybe an inch off the edge of your mat. Knees are bent. And you're going to go down, reach for the outside edges of your feet. Okay, and then stretch your chest forward as far as you can, and then let the hands drop and the feet drop. So create space first, and then you let the hands, bring the hands to open the palms to the ceiling, let the feet drop to the side, and then bring your head down. Now you will feel rounded in the back. If this is not settling for you, you may put something underneath your forehead. You might get a couple of books and place them under your forehead, or if you have a yoga block, you can use the yoga block under your forehead. Just a suggestion. Now, arms are just straight ahead, both hands, each hand is underneath each foot, the respective side of the foot, Seneca. So don't put the hands together. Place your hands like this. Yep, and then we go. Okay, now we start to relax, meaning we start to let the muscle contractions go and let the pose happen. Allow your back to round. We're here for 3 minutes. Now walk your hands back towards you. Don't lift your head. Let the head remain heavy. Walk your hands back towards you. And then slowly roll yourself up. Slowly roll yourself up. Now keeping that left leg straight, bend your right knee and place the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Now some of your knees might not land on the floor so comfortably, so you use the blanket, roll it up to the height that you need to place it under the knee to make it nice and stable. Ground it if you need it. Alternatively, if your left leg is not feeling the straightest or comfortable to be straight, what you can do is roll up the blanket and place it under your left knee and left thigh. Because we're going to fold over the left leg now. So let's go up with our arms, inhale, facing the left leg, and then exhale, fold over the left leg, palms face the ceiling. Again, we're going to let ourselves round. Hands on the floor, framing the left leg. Palms face the ceiling. Again, we're going to let our backs round and start to relax all muscle activity as much as possible. This is to target the left side hamstring, but also from the whole left side lower back all the way up to the upper back. So relax into it. We're here for 3 minutes. keep relaxing your shoulders and your hands. The idea is to relax muscle contractions. Now keep your head relaxed, neck relaxed. Walk your hands back towards you and then roll yourself up to sitting. Roll your spine up so you don't rush it. You can take a sigh or something that releases any pent-up energy from that posture. And then we'll change to the opposite side. Let's stretch out the right leg, bend the left knee, left foot goes on the inside of the right leg. Again, you can use the blanket as a prop, being to support you. You might roll it up and place it underneath your knee. This is also a good tight side to you. Or place the blanket underneath your other knee. So raise your arms, inhale, and exhale, fold over the right leg. Palms face the ceiling. And just pause for a few seconds when you land in the pose. Then let your body guide you to what adjustments you need to make, because you're going to resolve to stay still within that stage of the pose. The yin postures are not meant to feel like a restorative yoga posture. It's very light and very easy to hold. There's not much stretching going on, but in a yin posture there is a lot of stretch happening because of the body weight, because of the muscle contractions being taken away, and we're reaching a deeper state, a deeper layer of the muscle by not doing much when the intensity increases. So your breath is your guide to go within, to access that layer of the muscle tissue. And what we're essentially looking at is, if you have ever seen flesh, bare flesh, you've got the pink muscle, and then there's the white sheath of cells and tissues. The white sheath is the fascia, and that's the fascia we're trying to connect to, which is kind of known to be the emotional body. We're trying to declutter tension from there. So as much as possible, decompress your muscle contractions and let the pose happen on its own. Relax the shoulders, the hands, face, mouth. You walk your hands back towards you, but keep your neck relaxed, and slowly roll yourself up with your hands pushing down. And when you come up, take an inhale and sigh out if you need to. So now we'll take our legs to fold again, and we'll take our left hand behind our back. So try and bring your hand up as far up on your back to the middle of your shoulders. Most of you will get here, some of you may not. And so it's okay to have the hand down here. We're just going to go down for 2 minutes. Lie down on your hand. And if the intensity is too much, you can actually bring the knees to bend. So some of the weight is reduced on your hand or your shoulder. So you're lying on your hand, hand facing down. Make any adjustments you need to with your neck. You can place the blanket under your head if you want. And when you're ready to straighten the legs, you can. If not, just keep them bent. Have the right palm facing the ceiling. And let's start. Be in the posture here. want you to bend your left knee and right knee, place your feet on the ground, roll to the right side, and remove the left hand out from underneath you. Walk the feet out back to on your mat or back on your back. Place your feet to the edge of your mat. If you're on a yoga mat, if you're not on a yoga mat, walk the feet out wider than your hips. And then lower the knees to the right side. Lower both knees to the right side. And then if this is a lot already, stay here. Remember to find your edge. Or you can take your right foot over the left thigh. Bring your right foot over the left knee or thigh. Not really the knee, but just above the knee. So it adds a little bit of weight on the left side. And from your arms, spread the arms out wide. We're here just for 2 minutes again. You can adjust the position of the left foot. You can bring it slightly up or down. It shouldn't be all on your knee, the stretch, but it will be on the left side, lower abdomen, and down the thigh, quadricep. Alternatively, you can also bring the right foot down. You don't have to keep it on the knee. So choose the one that keeps you on your edge or takes you to your edge, but it shouldn't be painful. It should be that nice stretch feeling that you can hold for the next minute and a half. Head is neutral. Now bring your right foot down and stay in the pose for another 30 seconds. The next stage of that pose is reaching down with your left hand and see if you can grab the left foot, left ankle, and bring the left foot higher. So the heel is next to the left hip, close up. And then you bring your shoulder blades down on the ground, and you can stay here with your left hand grabbing the ankle. That's one stage. More intense is the half warrior courageous pose. So what you do is you tuck the left foot underneath next to your hip. It's a lot more deeper than the other one. And then bend your right knee to stabilize both sides of the hips or buttocks to the ground. And then stretch the right leg forward. This is a completely different level. So there were 3 levels. One was keeping the knees to the right with your feet wider than your hips. Second was grabbing the ankle with your left hand and bringing the foot up higher next to your hip. And the third is this one, which is half courageous pose, Virasana, keeping your foot tucked outside of the hip. This is a deeper quadricep stretch. And we're here for just a minute and a half. Try to relax your whole back on the mat. Bend your right knee if you're in the half Virasana pose. Place your right foot on the ground and untuck the foot. And everyone bring your knees back to the middle and stretch both legs down. So we just lay here for a short Shavasana, just 10 to 15 seconds. And then all the muscles come back to their origin. And that would have been a very deep hip opener as well as a psoas opener. Psoas is a deeper muscle that connects our legs to the spine via the abdomen. Okay, bend your knees and roll over to your left side and come and sit up. And then take your right hand up the back. So try and take the hand middle of the shoulder blade. If this is not your range today, honor that. You can keep your hands just down. All good. Whatever it is, your hand is facing the mat and lie yourself back down for 2 minutes. Hand is on the floor, facing the floor. And you can keep your knees bent if this is too much for your shoulder. And then as time passes, you can lower the legs as you become more familiar with your edge. So let's start the posture and settle in. 2 minutes. Now please bend your knees and roll to your left side and get your hand out from underneath and lie back down on your mat with your hands resting. Walk the feet out wider than your hips to the edges of your mat and lower the knees to the left side. Your feet needed to be wide. Shoulders stay on the ground, arms spread open. This is stage one. You can stay here if this is comfortable for you, or raise the left foot, place it on top of your right thigh, just above the knee. That's it. Keep your head neutral, and we'll stay here for a minute and a half. Now bring the left foot down and stay there for 30 seconds. Okay, so we go to the second stage. Reach down with your right hand and bring your right foot higher. Heel closer to the hip line. The inner edge of the foot is still on the ground. You can keep holding the ankle and stay there in the same pose. Or if you went to Virasana on the other side, you can do the same thing on this side. So go ahead and tuck your right foot completely on the floor. Bend your left knee and ground your hips to the ground or back on the ground, and then straighten your left leg. And so here's a big deep stretch of your right side quad. And if this is not comfortable, just don't worry about it. Don't go here today. And then we settle in. If you're taking Virasana, you can keep your arms up above the head and grab your elbows as well. So a minute and a half here. Relax your back on the mat. take time to come out of that pose. So bring your arms down if your arms are up. Roll over to your left side and untuck the foot. And stretch both legs down. And take a short Shavasana for 10 seconds. Just legs straight, arms down. Shavasana before we go to the next pose. So we're going to roll over to our right and come and sit up. Just the last posture is you're going to roll your mat. So you've got your blanket. You're going to roll it up into the thickest place possible, and this is my thickest, okay? Or you could even want create a thicker version, which is take the shorter end and roll the shorter end up. This is going to go under our lower back. So we're going to place it under our lower back and lay ourselves down. It's a little bit of a lift of your hips. So lower back, tuck your butt in and down so that your front hips open up nice and long when you lay down on it. And then raise your arms up above the head. Spread the legs out wider than your hips if you can. So it should feel like a nice supported hip lift. And the upper body, lower body just relaxes. Most of you won't feel too much of a stretch on the front, depending on the size of your blanket. But it's really just to give that lower back that support while you lay down in the posture. We'll just be here for 2 minutes. And then after that, we're going to come up for our pranayama and meditation practice. Now, I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again, that pranayama and meditation both need to be done spontaneously, meaning that we can't force ourselves to practice these practices. So we can't force ourselves to focus. We can't force ourselves to breathe in a systematic way. And so we really do need to be very relaxed before those practices. And that's what I'd like you to access right now, this deep surrender state. So that when we do come up and we do practice our pranayama and meditation, that it becomes very easy and it's a spontaneous surrender and spontaneous practice from a state of relaxation. Now please bend your knees, walk your feet back towards you, squeeze your buttocks, lift the hips, and remove the blanket to one side. And stretch your legs down one more time and bring your arms down by the side of your body for Shavasana. Tuck your shoulder blades in and lay here for just 30 seconds. Sigh out if you want to. Alright, now wiggle your fingers and your toes, keeping that soft, gentle feeling within you. Roll over to your right side and slowly make your way to a seated posture. Come back to the first posture we took, which was the seated posture. Right leg in front of left leg. It can be a half lotus, Siddhasana, Sukhasana. Take the posture that really stabilizes you so your hips don't move. We're going to be here for 10 minutes. Okay, so non-dominant hand goes on the lap. Join the index fingers digits to the thumb. And your dominant hand, most probably right, if not left, place it in front of your third eye with your index and middle finger in front of your third eye. Close your right nostril with your thumb or the ring finger and inhale and exhale through your left nostril once. Then close your left nostril and inhale and exhale through your right nostril. You close your left nostril with your thumb or your ring finger. The pinky doesn't do anything. Once you're there, bring your hands down and then we'll do some Ostraca breathing. So it is a fast breathing through the nostrils to oxygenate the lungs and the blood. So we'll do this for just 30 seconds. Pregnancy, don't move your belly. Everybody else, do move the belly. So we'll sit up straight and we'll go. Now take an inhale. Slowly exhale. Bring your peace fingers up in front of your third eye. Dominant hand. Close your right nostril. We'll do 4 rounds of this. Inhale through the left nostril. Nice and slow and deep. Close your left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Nice and slow and deep. Inhale through the right nostril. Slow and deep. Close the right, exhale through the left nostril. That's 1 out of 4. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right, exhale through the left nostril. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. Straighten your head bell. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. Now bring your hands down. Keep your eyes closed. Both hands are on your lap with your index fingers digits touching the thumb. Place your palms facing down. And you're going to just let yourself breathe naturally. Breathe naturally. Now in every breath, the ancient sages found that there is a sound, and we must listen to this sound. The sounds are so and hum. When we inhale, there is an inherent sound so, and when we exhale, there is an inherent sound hum. And so what I'd like you to do is keep breathing naturally. Don't control your breath, and listen for that sound within. Don't chant it, don't say it, be patient. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Listen close. The word Soham means I am that I am. And that is spelled with a capital T, inferring God. So God is me, I am God. Or I am divine, the divine is me. Keep relaxing into it and hear your breathing. Bring your focus on your hands and release the Nyan Mudra, which is your index fingers digits from the thumb. Bring your hands together in prayer position. We'll chant the Shanti Mantra to close together. Inhale. Om. Shanti. 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 Bow your forehead to your fingertips, honoring your body, mind, spirit. Hari Om Tat Sat. Feel free to continue the meditation if you have spare time this morning. But thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoy your time with the mamas and who else you spent time with today. And happy Mother's Day to everybody and your moms as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.